10 out of 10.
10 out of 10.
Oh my God.
Hey everyone, for 3 years I have been traveling and filmed in 18 countries outside Europe. From the Amazonas in Brazil to the cave system in Vietnam, in the Himalayas in Nepal, and the crazy buses in India. So now it's time for me to rate these countries. And I will not do the typical rating. It's more like if will go back there anytime soon. So it's a scale 1 to 10. 1 is I will never go back. And 10, I will probably go back very soon. And I can also say I don't dislike any of these countries. It's quite opposite. I like them almost like children. Yeah, they have every country have their uniqueness. But first out is Jordan, the only country in the Middle East. Actually, I have a very good time in Jordan. Good food, good people, good adventure. The 7 wonder of the world, Petra, one of my favorite wonder of the world actually, and also Wadi Rum. If you're a film geek, you see the film the Dune movies and The Martian with Matt Damon, and you also have the Dead Sea. But will I go back there anytime soon? I don't think so, because I see everything I wanted to see. So actually I will be a 3. Maybe if someone invite me to go back. The other country is Morocco. Yeah, the only country in Africa. So will I go back to Morocco anytime soon? Probably not. So will be a 4 maybe. But still a good country. I did have a mixed adventure there. In the south, around Agadir, was very nice. Very, very nice. Marrakesh, I actually like Marrakesh. A little bit chaotic, like India. And I like that. And the only thing I did not like, it was almost banned from taking a train in Morocco. I was filming on the train and some policemen stopped me and almost threw me off the train. So I did not like that. Otherwise, Morocco was a good adventurous country. Is Kazakhstan. Yeah, I did not have any expectation before I went to Kazakhstan. But I have a very good time in Kazakhstan. A lot of friendly people, good food, good adventure, good nature. Also quite easy and clean, safe. Yeah. I don't speak Russian, so Google Translate was my best friend. But you also meet a lot of other travelers in Kazakhstan. So, but will I go back to Kazakhstan? Yes, I think so, because the next on the list is Kyrgyzstan, and it's the same rating, I think, because I want to go back to explore more of Kyrgyzstan, and then I think I will maybe fly into Kazakhstan and do Kyrgyzstan on the same trip, but not anytime soon, so I think it will be a 5. I will plan to go back there, but who knows? But I think Kazakhstan and Kyrgyzstan is an upcoming destination for us. See here what next on the list. Yeah, Tajikistan. Yeah, it's also in the Stan. I have also I think the most unique experience in the Stan countries. I like the Dushanbe, good food. And I was in a border town very close to Uzbekistan, and that was still cool. A lot of post-Soviet feeling. But will I go back? I don't know. I don't think so. Not anytime soon, because it's no, I don't know. I think I will give it a 3. I don't think I will go back, but who knows what the future has in store for me. And then we have Uzbekistan. Yeah, I did spend some time in Uzbekistan, but I did not have the vibe in Uzbekistan. Samarkand was nice, a lot of Pepsi stands everywhere, and some very old Silk Road historic buildings. It was very nice, very nice. But I don't think I will go back to Uzbekistan. Maybe if the flight is very cheap, and then I will fly and then go to Kazakhstan. So I think Uzbekistan is actually one. Yeah, I don't think I will go back. No. So now we will leave Central Asia and we are going to Laos, a country in Southeast Asia. The most bombed country in the world actually during the Vietnam War. But I will not go back there. I don't think so. It was not my kind of country. Yeah, it's a like landlocked country. Like it's feel like a little brother of Vietnam and Thailand somehow. But if you love waterfalls, go to Laos. They have waterfalls everywhere. But I will give it rating 2. I think 2. Now we are in Cambodia. Yeah, Cambodia. It's a hard one. Cambodia was my kind of vibe. They have Angkor Wat. They have good beaches. Good and cheap food. Yeah, I will definitely go back to Cambodia. Maybe I will give it a 7. I'm not really planning to go back, but I will come back to Cambodia someday. Yeah. And now we have Thailand. Yeah, I spent a lot of time in Bangkok. I really love Bangkok actually. And Koh Chang. I spent some time in Koh Chang as well. But I will go back to Thailand. Of course, I will go back to Bangkok because Bangkok is a hub. So I will rate it a 10. I will go back to Thailand. I need to go back to Thailand because then I book a flight from Stockholm to Thailand and then to another southeast country. So yeah, Thailand is definitely a 10. I will go back. And the next country is Vietnam. Yeah, wow. Vietnam, I think feel like they have everything. Beaches, mountains, jungle, caves, adventure, from everything. Vietnam has this all, I think. So it's also a 10. I will definitely go back to Vietnam. I don't know when, but I will definitely go back to Vietnam. And of course, Nepal is actually one of my favorite countries. But the question is, will I go back anytime soon? If I get invited and they book my flight ticket from Sweden to Nepal, I will definitely go back and do some trekking. I did Annapurna Circle when I was there by myself, and it's almost one of my best experiences I have ever done. So I really love Nepal. Like good food, good nature, and good looking women as well. So I want to go back, but I don't know if I will go back actually. So I will rate it an 8. I want to go back, but I don't know if I will go back. And the next on the list is Bangladesh. Yeah, Bangladesh. Yeah. I feel like when I was in Bangladesh for 10 days, I feel like I did everything I wanted to do. I did Dhaka, and I took a cruise, the cheapest cruise in the world, down to Barala. I don't remember the name now, but yeah. But will I go back to Bangladesh? No, I don't think so. But still, wonderful people, good adventure, very easy to make good videos. But will I go back? I don't think so. So I will give it a 4. Maybe if I get invited, because I'm planning to go back to go to Pakistan. So Pakistan and Bangladesh, I have the feeling it's a little bit similar, but Pakistan is more nature driven. Of course, now we are coming to India. Yeah, my last trip was in India. So will I go back to India? Definitely. I will go back to India. I don't know when, but I will go back to India. So it's a solid 10. Because India is, I think, you go to India and you have a crazy couple of weeks and you come out on the other side as a different kind of person. A feeling like, yeah, you can have a really cool experience, and also, but sometimes it's quite hard to travel around India. Maybe it's not my favorite country. If this was like a rating 1 to 10 on I will not give it that high, but still a very friendly people, good food, good adventure. You are laughing about everything. Everything seems crazy sometimes, and you're also feeling like you are a famous person. So yeah, India. Yeah, you cannot really hate it. You cannot really love it, but yeah. So solid 10. I will go back to India. And now we are at Sri Lanka. As I mentioned before, I'm planning to go to Pakistan, and then actually I'm planning to maybe do a couple of weeks in Pakistan, and then at the same time do a couple of weeks in Sri Lanka if I have the time. So yeah, I will definitely go back to Sri Lanka, but I don't have any plans at the moment, so it will be a 8, and solid 8. They have everything also, like you can do a trekking. They have a good history, good food, good beaches. You can surf, and it's also the only thing I don't really like was the buses in Sri Lanka is quite crowded, very cheap, and the train is also very cheap but also very crowded. And so maybe next time I will rent a tuk-tuk or something and drive around the island. I don't know. But yeah, Sri Lanka I will definitely go back to. So did I say 8? Yeah, I will definitely go back to Sri Lanka. But now we are heading to South America. Yeah, my first videos on this channel was actually from South America. So first out is Ecuador. I have been to Ecuador a few times, but will I go back to Ecuador? Yeah, I don't know. I really like Ecuador. It's a small country, but at the moment the gang violence is quite dangerous at the moment. So yeah, when I was there, it was like a curfew. You were not recommended to go outside after 10 o'clock or something. And was, yeah, Quitos. When I was in Quitos, I felt quite. During the day was fine, but during the night was whoa. So I think I will give it a 3. I want to go back, but I don't think I will go back. Another country in South America is Colombia. Will I go back to Colombia? I have been there 3 times already. The only reason I will go back to Colombia is to study Spanish. So I will give it a 6. I actually want to stay there for a longer amount of time, like 3 months, maybe in Medellin or Cartagena. I just stay there and feel the vibe more and learn some more Spanish. I think Colombia is the place to be for me if I want to learn more Spanish. And the next country is Peru. Yeah, I have been to Peru a few times as well, and it's similar to Nepal. A lot of nature. Yeah, nature, a lot of trekking. I have done the Santa Cruz track, and I had altitude sickness on that track, and I also did Machu Picchu. Yeah, Machu Picchu. I have done Machu Picchu as well. And Machu Picchu, wow. But I have seen them, so I don't know if I'll go back to Peru actually. Still a good country that I had a really good time in. So maybe I will give it a 4. May go back, may not go back, I don't know. And now the last country on the list is Brazil. You know, if you have been following me for a while, you know that I have tried to learn Portuguese. But I don't speak any Portuguese at the moment. I have tried to learn some, but my language skills is not the best at the moment. But yeah, Brazil. I'm talking a lot of vibes. The vibe in Brazil is my kind of vibe, my cup of tea. Yeah, I really like Brazil. So it's similar to Colombia. I'm planning to go back, I think more to Brazil actually, maybe in next year. Next year, I want to go back next year, but I don't know if I will do it. But I want to go back next year and see the Carnival and maybe stay in Rio for at least 2-3 months and just feel the vibe. And yeah, so it's a solid 10. I will definitely go back to Brazil. Those are my 18 countries. Do you agree with my rating or score? My rambling? In the next couple of weeks, I'm actually going back to one of these 18 countries. Can you guess which one? Thanks for these 3 years. See you soon. Ciao, subscribe.